guys, I mean, you'll be able to hover this thing in your living room.
Welcome back, guys. We have the newest backyard flyer from E-flite. You see the name, man. We have the Eratix. Now, before I even talk about this one, if you guys don't know about the Eratix, it started way before I was ever in the hobby. They had that old orange and blue balsa one, which I'm showing you on the screen, and I do own. I didn't have it back when it came out. Then they switched it over to the original, I'm going to call it the OG flat foamy, right? It was the foam model that everybody loved. It flew really slow. Then they went back up to balsa. They switched it up and went to the new one that just came out, which I still don't have that one. And now we got this. Now this thing right here is probably the slowest flying plane that E-flite has ever released. If you guys know, they had the Foresight back in the day, which was very similar to this, right? It was a little foam. I think it was a brushed model. It ran on 1S. Just a good flyer, but it was very, very easy to break. So they came out with this thing, and honestly, like, the foam is different. It's a lot more sturdy, but it does have that paper covering. We are running linear servos, you know, to keep the weight down. This plane is, you know, 17-inch wingspan, 19-inch fuselage. It's not 1S, though. We're running 2S batteries, which I'll show you right here. We're going to be doing the Spectrum 300 milliamp 2S with that little JST plug. Now, they're using these instead of bigger batteries because they don't want to have the balance lead to add weight, which, honestly, it's smart. This plane, with this battery, comes in at 83.5 grams. So that's why we're out here early Sunday morning before the wind kicks up, guys. You need calm weather to fly this. Honestly, you'll probably be able to fly this RC airplane in your living room, which is kind of crazy. But, I mean, let's get it in. This is my end-all be-all. If you guys know me, you know that I love flat foamies. I love backyard flying. You know, being able to fly something that is as capable as a flat foamy in a small space, you know, without having to go to the field is definitely iconic. And that's it. It goes right there. And, man, it does have SAFE, AS3X, all that good stuff. I'm not sure if this has the smart load file. I got this early release, and a lot of times when early release planes come out, the receiver isn't, like, updated. The firmware is not updated. So when I bound mine, I didn't have the smart file. So I'm going to show you guys what I did real quick. I'm going to let it face you. Now, with SAFE off, I have 100% on everything. I have 35% expo on my ailerons, 30 on my elevator, and on that rudder, I'm only running 15. And then I set up a dual rate. So now I have 60% aileron with 30% expo. I have 70% elevator, 25% expo. And then I have 60% rudder with 10% expo. And this also has SAFE and AS3X. So right now, SAFE is on 100%. We're going to go left. And as you see, it levels out. So it's bank limit. So this is a plane that a beginner technically can fly. I would say it's probably not as durable as something like the Timber. But you will be able to fly this a lot slower, which I'm excited to show you. So before I do that, I do want to put the camera on my chest so you guys can see what my hands do. Then we're going to get this thing in the air and kind of show you guys how it performs, man. I did fly this once, briefly, and I was impressed, guys. All right, two ways to get it in the air. You hear that AS3X working. SAFE is, I'm going to shut SAFE off. SAFE is off. All right. You could either hand throw it or take off the ground. Now, I'm going to hand throw it for the first one. Little brushless motor on 2S, plenty of power. As you see on my hands, I'm about 40%. I'm going to keep it nice, low, and slow. Let you guys see how slow this thing actually flies. Nice rudder turn there. Little bit of left aileron to compensate for that right rudder turn. But guys, I mean, look how slow. Now, full disclaimer here, these batteries that I'm using are very old, so they will go into LVC quick. I checked the internal resistance, and I think it was like 46 per cell. So you guys won't have that problem. You should get 5 minutes of flight time flying pretty aggressively, but my flight is going to be cut short. Now, I'm going to go low rate. That way you guys can see it tames it even more. So if you guys are nervous about flying a plane like this in a small space, here's low rate. I'm going to go full aileron roll. Definitely slow. Now I'm going to go high rate full aileron roll, you guys can see. And guys, just an all-around 3D monster, right? You want a knife edge, nice and slow knife edge. We'll reverse that. Push that nose. Guys, and you know me, I'm definitely a terrible 3D pilot. But I mean, for me to be able to fly like this inverted in my backyard, just an extremely little capable plane. And there you go, my remote just clicked because my battery went below the recommended volts. These are the little 300s were the only batteries that I stopped taking care of, because the only plane that I had that they worked in were going to be the old UMX planes, right? The old 2S systems. So I never really cared about these batteries, but now that I have this plane, I'm definitely going to pick up more of these. But guys, I mean, you'll be able to hover this thing in your living room. Oh, and there we go. All right. Let's go back loop here. Now I have another battery, so when I put it in, I'll show you guys, you know, full power and stuff like that. I don't want to do it yet because I've been flying this one for a little while already. I'm going to fly it until it hits LVC. Now I'm going to go safe mode on, that way you can see. My hands are off, self-level. Watch, as soon as I let go, self-levels. Now I'm going to go full rudder turn. All you have to do is add a little bit of elevator, because if you go full rudder turn, you see the nose goes down slightly. A little bit of elevator, I mean, look at that. Look how tight of a turn that is. Guys, safe select, and like, you're able to fly with safe select in a small space like this, right? A lot of times safe select limits, you know, how tight you could turn and stuff like that, obviously, because it has angle limits. But I mean, even with safe on, like, I have full confidence that I'll be able to make these turns in my backyard. So if you guys are looking for an ultimate progressive small flying RC airplane, I mean, the Eratix is known to be iconic, and now it's an even smaller size. Safe is off. Let's go back into a hover, see if I can touch that tail to the ground. Guys, this one's gonna definitely help me practice my rolling Harriers. Keep it inverted. I think they should have painted the bottom a different color than white. They should have went OG like the old original one that I showed you guys in the beginning. Maybe did like blue or orange. I think that definitely could have been cool. All right, let's try to land it on the pavers. Come here, Chloe. There you go. And we're gonna take off. Oh. See what I'm saying? Like, this plane's amazing, man. They did a good job. Now, I'm not durability testing this one. As you guys know, I love planes like this, so I definitely don't want to damage this thing. I'm gonna keep this one. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna swap these batteries quick. I'm gonna show you guys full power. That way you see how good this little brushless motor performs, man. Now, even while I'm filming this, I don't know what they're gonna price this at, but you know, I'm sure it'll be fair and worth it. Did I mention? I don't think I mentioned prop saver. So if you guys do crash, the prop just pops off. Well, you know, it pops off. I promise. I'm not lying about that. You guys will see that in E-flite stock video. We're going up, and we're going full power. Plenty of power, guys. Power to weight ratio is on point. I gotta get a new battery. I might even go to my local hobby store today and pick up some new batteries for this, because I'm gonna be flying this thing more than you guys can even imagine. It flies way slower. I mean, it is a lot lighter, but it flies way slower than a Twisted Hobbies or even that multiplex fly. And you get the added benefit of not having to build it, and you get the added benefit of pre-programmed AS3X. And if you guys are a beginner, like a lot of you, when I post those like Twisted Hobby and all those airplanes, you guys are all like, you know, can a beginner fly? Can a beginner fly? Well, now with safe technology, watch this. You know, here, I'm gonna go up high and show you. I'm inverted, I hit safe, self levels. Let's do that again. I'm coming down, right? I'm coming down, safe, self levels. Let's do it again, nice and low. Inverted, self levels. Guys, that's the added benefit. Like if you're trying to practice your moves and you lose orientation, self levels. And then like I said, man, plenty of space, like SAFE works so well, and you could fly with SAFE. I have SAFE on right now. A little bit of elevator, a ton of rudder. I'm going full rudder here. Look how small of a turn that is. This thing looks like it has helium inside of it. Let's do it the other way. Let's go right rudder. Right rudder, a little bit of elevator. Well, that left rudder turn is a little more. But I mean, look at that. Come on. E-flite. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm speaking for myself when I say you're giving me exactly what I want. This wasn't one that I was expecting, but it is definitely one that I'm excited to have. And I mean, it's definitely going to help people become way better pilots, myself included. Guys, just like that, man, we have a little 2S 3D monster. Let me unplug this for a second so it's not chirping while we're talking about it. But I mean, you guys seen, I just flew it twice, 2 different batteries. The batteries aren't even good, and it's still, you know, it worked just fine. Exceptional is the word I'm going to use. I think E-flite really, like, this is a cool plane. I just hope, and I have a good feeling it's going to be priced correctly. I'm not really sure what they're going to price it at, to be honest with you. I should have asked them, but I don't, you know, I don't know, man. Safe technology, avion, you know, electronics, ball links. Look, it's all ball links. It's a high quality little airplane, man, that you guys don't have to set up. Now, that's the next thing that I wanted to touch on, man, is that, you know, here's the box. Obviously, you guys that buy it, your box is going to be like all decked out like E-flite does with their. I got mine early release, but I do want to show you. And that's the cool thing about these airplanes, is that they come assembled exactly how you see it. So when you buy it, there is no assembly. This is how this thing is going to come, minus the battery. You open the box and you are ready to fly it. So I mean, bind it up, set your dual rates, and you guys are in the air, man. That's a big plus, especially with a flat foamy that flies this well. So I think that E-flite knocked it out of the park with this, as I do with most of their planes. But this one has a special place in my heart because you guys know that I love backyard flying with my dogs on a calm day. So yeah, man, the Eratix is a big win for me. If you guys are interested in this, I did leave the link down below, so definitely check it out. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Till next time.